was like lightning, whipping fast. When you put your hand in mine, heaven crisp and as clear as glass, angels ticking out the time. I'm growing deaf to the dream, always imagined but never seen. No heroes welcome and no bridal blush to soften up the taste. No sweet refrain, no teenage crush, but just the light upon your face. I'm growing weary and I'm frail. I'm hot for life, and now watch me fail. Oh, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Love's sweet revenge. Lie after lie will only lead you back to the truth. I'm getting too old to pretend. I'll see you at the rainbow's end.
I know your voice, and I know your word. I know your lonely lover's prayer. I seen you drinking in the bar at noon. Your dreams stashed in your yellow hair. In the cradle of the night, we'll take a wrong and make it right. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Love's sweet revenge. Lie after lie will only lead you back to the truth. I'm getting too old to pretend. I'll see you at the rainbow's end. I'll see you at the rainbow's end. Hello.
So welcome to Series 6. We're on episode 3 now of Live in Session. And we have the lovely Elliot and Sarah, aka Elliot Hall and Rapunzel, with us tonight, all the way from Somerset, from good old Bristol, all the way down from Bristol to lovely to the Muff. So that's Plymouth, by the way.
Yeah. And also, we're actually from Bristol, which is now a county in its own right. We don't.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, Bristol.
We're not any country kind of bumpkins.
Is it not in Somerset? Are you?
No, we're Bristol.
Bristol.
Yeah, but okay, because I'm not really sure whether you're joking or not. I probably need to
Someone's
Google
got to Google it.
before I make myself look really stupid. So we are really, really excited to have you guys in the studio with us tonight. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, kind of who you are, how you formed. Yeah,
I'm going to hand that over to Elliot because he does all the talking usually. I'm not allowed.
Good start. So I've been playing for like a long time, just doing my own kind of music, really.
Own living room.
What?
Own living room.
Yeah. So I've been doing my own music for 10 or 15 years, just gigging up around the country and stuff. And Sarah had been in lots of different bands as well. And then we started singing each other in the back of a car. We decided it'd be a good idea that we once we got a house together, we needed some, yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing we didn't, because we thought, well, it wouldn't be a great idea to play together.
Oh, you're terrible.
And it sounded
like
terrible.
mixing business and
We
pleasure
were
and
like,
stuff.
we thought, this is really, really not going to work. But then we kind of decided, I'll just do exactly the same thing that I did before, and Sarah will kind of come to me, because I didn't have my kind of voice only worked one way, and I couldn't really adapt to what Sarah was doing. So once we discovered, I would just do the same
So
thing
I had
did
to do all the
before,
work.
and Sarah did all the work.
So do you come from sort of different musical backgrounds, genre-wise?
No, not really.
In terms of listening, in terms of what we listen to, very, very similar and that sort of stuff. But in terms of background playing-wise, yeah, probably, because I was sort of always doing kind of alternative singer-songwriter stuff, or like indie alternative stuff, and Sarah did like
I was in a
stuff for bigger
50s
crowds for more money.
50s rockabilly band earning a crust.
Cool. So we're not going to talk for too long. Obviously, we'll come back in, we'll talk to you, and we've got people logging in and watching, and we'll pass on some of the things that they're saying as well. But before we go back in our corridor, would you like to tell us a little bit about your next song called Covered in Dust?
Yeah, this is actually, I'm really excited about this because it's the only one I managed to get on the set list that I wrote. Elliot managed to get 4 of his songs in. I just got the one. Yeah, this is quite a new one. I'm going to need that to play it on.
Oh yeah, sorry.
This is quite a new one. It's called Covered in Dust, and it was inspired by a book I read, actually. I was reading a book. I like reading books about wartime Britain, and one of the stories inspired me to write this, and it's basically about a couple who got together when they were very young, when they were children, and they would sing this little song about how life would be when they grew up and got married and stuff. And this song is about her realising that he's not coming back from the war.
Aww.
So, yeah, and she reminisces by singing the song that they used to sing to each other.
Oh, we're going to be in tears out there, you know.
It's quite cheery. It's quite a chirpy little song.
It's probably the chirpiest one we've got,
Probably
weirdly enough.
Yeah, it's not. It's Elliot's songs that'll make you cry. I haven't got that talent. Okay, this is called Covered in Dust.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Dear Matilda, I've never known a colder winter, and the worst thing about war is all the guns they give you. And I never want to hurt anybody, much less a friend of mine, and everyone's a friend to me. So I've been thinking if I can get out by the spring, we'll pawn the old piano, and you'll buy some lace and satin, and we'll say I do underneath the old oak tree, and the blossom will be free confetti, and we'll sing the two of us, we're covered in dust. We've gotta get out in the rain and wash. I'll be the man and you'll be the girl. I'll be Stan and you'll be Pearl. Dear Bill, I got your note. I wish it had come before the one they wrote. Your letter's in my hand the day after I get the telegram. And the worst thing about war is that it's ordinary men who fall. All I'm guessing that there won't be a wedding in the spring. All I hear is that my heroes disappeared, and all they can guess is that you're underneath the sea. But all I know is that you're not with me to sing. The two of us, we're covered in dust. We gotta get out in the rain and wash. I'll be the man and you'll be the girl. I'll be Stan and you'll be Pearl. But my sky's got lost to rockets and rods, and I can't see the stars. The worst thing about war is the husk they take you for when everyone's got bleeding hearts. 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 And we'll sing, the two of us, we're covered in dust. We've got to get out in the rain and wash. I'll be the man and you'll be the girl. I'll be Stan and you'll be Pearl. Cheers, guys.
Lovely. That was quite chirpy, actually.
I know, I told you.
I'm tripping over the lead still. We're trying our best not to do this, but we can't help it. Can we? Okay, guys, can we ask you a bit about your songwriting, sort of the process? And just before we launch into that, Elliot, I think, can you tell us a bit about your award that you won?
Yeah, it was like in 2011, and there was it was a competition out of 100 singer-songwriters.
Wet t-shirt competition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've gone downhill since then. It's a shame. It's done on video. But if it was radio, it would have been awesome. Yeah, and it was a competition in Bristol, and it's kind of weird really because I only just scraped through the first round, but I kind of got persuaded to enter, and eventually went on and won it, and it led to a performance at St George's Hall, which was really, really good. But I've never really had never been much good at the kind of organisational side of music and promoting stuff. I had an album once, and I received an email from a writer from the NME saying that he thought it was the best thing he reviewed. And Sarah said to me, like, oh, why did the radio stations never really play that album? Why did they not pick it up? I said, probably because I never sent a single copy anywhere. But the artist organisation is not my thing.
Absolutely. So. Okay, well, tell us about the writing process then. That's your forte, isn't it?
Yeah, so for me, I mean, I guess like over the years, I've probably done a good couple of thousand songs. It's been quite a lot, and mostly it's that I'm quite a disorganised type of person. I don't like to have peace and quiet and go off somewhere tranquil. It normally happens in 5 or 10 minutes, very, very quickly.
Oh, really?
Often as I'm walking in a phone or in a bar, or
Sometimes
or
stealing one of my songs that I've just started. So I started writing a song in a camp in our camper van. Last summer we played at Stroud Americana Festival, and I thought he was asleep, and I started playing a few chords, had a first line. I thought, oh, I've got something here. And Elliot said, oh, keep playing that.
I was too lazy to play the guitar.
What is that? What do you play? So I played it, and then he said, he got up and he went, oh, hang on a minute, I just need to do something. Let's have the guitar. And then 10 minutes later, he's written an entire new song using my intro.
I gave it to you
my
to sing
first
that.
line.
I gave it to you.
Yeah, I do
Well, it
sing.
must have been good, Sarah. That's all we can say. It must have been good.
It is brilliant, but I hate that.
She steals them to sing though.
I do, yeah, I do. And I tend to write about characters, like the last one we just did, Covered in Dust. I tend to write about people who wouldn't normally kind of have a song written about them. I've got an old man who wants to climb mountains, and I've got Anne Frank actually sung from the point of view of her falling in love with Peter in the house. And
I think Sarah's more kind of like she writes novels and that kind of thing as well. She's just kind of trying to get into that. And excuse me, her writing is like that. It's a lot to do with character
Yeah,
development.
so it's stories.
Mine's
Yeah.
more kind of collections of images and that sort
Yours
of.
is very emotional, very, very
Yeah,
emotive.
different styles.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So Sarah, you sort of you inspired by what you read and characters and stories.
Everything
particularly? Yeah.
more than music. I mean, I love music. And I listen to music all the time, especially Bob Dylan. He's my kind of the guy that I should be with. I think for me it's a person, or it's a mood, or it can be the color of the sky, or it could be an advert on TV, or anything that provokes a kind of feeling in me. And then if I hear a conversation on the bus or something, and then that's where I get
Mr.
my
Dylan,
ideas
if you're
from.
listening, don't you dare steal my girl, or there'll be trouble.
God.
Okay, we've got a.
There's a question from Roguish Rogue. I don't know if you know Roguish Road, but
Yeah. Oh.
Bristolian.
Hi, Rachel.
Logged in. But she says, a question for Rapunzel about getting character in her songs. How many of the lyrics reflect aspects of her or historic or imagined figures?
Not many of my lyrics in my character songs are anything to do with me, but I do write an awful lot of kind of emotionally based songs as well. We just don't tend to play them in our set at the moment because Elliot's songs are the emotional ones. Yeah, but historic characters, not particularly, and Frank, of course, but it's character songs as in a story that comes out in song form. Not really very much about me, but of course in every creative writing there's part of you that goes into it. So if you're imagining how would this person feel because they've just they've lost their child, then as a parent I can kind of draw on how that might feel and work that into my songs. Thanks for the question, Rachel.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
thank
weird
you for
though.
the question,
I
Reg.
just
Yeah, keep the questions
realised
coming.
that all my character songs we don't really do much of.
No, we do your emotional songs and my character
and
songs.
vice versa.
Yeah. We just found out
We've
something
learned
about
something
There you
about
go.
ourselves.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Good
A little
teamwork.
healing's been done, I think.
You've got it all covered between you.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about healing.
Pointing at something.
I was just going to say about the next one.
Yeah. So the next one is If You're Going. Is that
Yeah.
right? Is this yours, Elliot?
Yeah, it is. So our favourite place in the world is Amsterdam, and we go there each year. Yes, exactly. I would definitely
Seal of
Amsterdam.
approval from the crew.
So
Can you pass it in that?
and this is one that came out of there, and we have like a few songs that have been that we put together over there. But this one, I've said everything normally happens quite quickly, but this one didn't because I wrote it down on my phone, but I lost it, so I had to remember it. So it's taken a couple of years before.
Oh, God.
Wow. Right, we'll let you do it then.
We'll leave you to it.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. She's leaving from lights blind. Let me pull at the wound. Her little heart won't meet mine, so here I stand marooned. And oh, the world is big when you're alone, and all that's left between her and me is to turn this love to stone. So if you're going, go. Silver and gold won't make me rich. Her is all I see. Her ragged glory undone stitch by stitch in the twilight of memory. Oh, oh, the world is big when you're merely flesh and bone. And all that's left between her and me is to give back what we own. Let the rain blow slow, 'cause I don't care. If you're going, go anywhere. 'Cause the river is deep and the river is wide, and I can't swim over to the other side. Now I can see the pointless task to set it out in song. 'Cause when a person's hand leaves your own, you should accept it because it's gone.
Can you lot come to all our gigs, please? Please. We're not used to getting applauded.
We're very enthusiastic, yeah.
So we've got some questions that we always ask our guests at Live in Session. Nothing, weird or anything.
You can if you want. It's cool. It's no problem.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you one at a time. So, Sarah, first of all, what are you? Actually, you're probably both listening to the same thing at the moment. We always ask what you're listening to, like in the car.
Yeah.
But you.
Yeah, well, a quick shout out to a friend actually, because we were looking for an album by Billy Brandt called Live in Billy's Basement with our friends Billy and Saran of Berlin, but we couldn't find it. So we were listening to Pink Floyd The Wall on the way down.
Woo!
Yeah.
Awesome. And the other question that we ask, I'll ask you this one first then, is if there was a song that you wish you'd written, what would it be?
Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands by Bob Dylan, definitely.
Cool. There we
Mine
go.
is anything from Joni Mitchell's Ladies of the Canyon album.
Cool. You guys are prepared.
Yeah, that was good.
Sometimes
I'm
we're
not
met
usually
with
very
blank
quick.
faces. That's good. That's cool. Would you like to tell us a little bit, both of you, about your kind of influences, kind of songwriting wise, and influences? I can't think of the other word that I was looking for. There
Do
we
you
go.
want to go first?
Musical influences, well, like I said, Joni Mitchell. I guess we both kind of listen to the same songwriters really, but for me there's a great British songwriter that influences me, a male, Richard Thompson, who's been going since the 60s. He was in Fairport Convention, and he's written some really passionate folk music. I mean, folk music doesn't always have to be just Folder Older Ride and stuff like that. It's he's written some real passionate stuff.
Definitely, when I was younger, I mean, my only interest was really writing words and poetry and that sort of stuff. But I thought, well, if I learn to do that, I'm going to have to sit around with a lot of people in big jumpers and stuff and have to behave myself. But if I can learn to do it with a guitar in my hands, there's an opportunity for lots of drink, lots of things that we can't really talk about here, and there's generally more mischief that I could be got into. So I thought, it's got to be songs, but it's all the kind of great 60s writers, the Leonard Cohens, the Bob Dylan, and all that sort of stuff. But a lot of the influences that I have, a lot of them come from films and stuff, particularly. Catch a line in a film, and particularly nowadays, I think that lyrically, a lot of the kind of art has gone out of music. Certainly in what you hear on the radio.
I really like the Hanson Family. I'm liking them right now.
I tend to find a lot of that that's kind of come into the film industry, and a lot of the great kind of writers and stuff are often in film, and we've discovered a lot of great music in film.
Yeah.
It tends to be a big part of both our music kind of discovery and our kind of literary influence, I think.
Like that, there's this great Keith Richards song that just nobody knows, and we caught that in a film, didn't we?
Yeah.
Can't remember what it's called, but it's great.
Cool. Anything you want to say, John? Don't know why you sung that.
There's a bit of discussion about Joni Mitchell.
There is, yeah. There's quite a few people logged on, aren't there?
There are,
All saying hello and things. And
Yeah, we've got John, we've got Grace, we've got Mark, we've got Roguish Rogue, we know already. And yeah, lots of people logged on, enjoying it. And Joe's on here, yeah.
Gareth as well.
Gareth, yeah. Gareth said hello
Lots of people
right back at the beginning, didn't he?
Tune in. They're all discussing whether Bristol's a county
And
Joni
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
I swear.
What are your opinions on Joni Mitchell's electric jazz era?
I don't really like it.
Yeah, that's what John says here. He says, Grace has said, love Joni Mitchell. And then John says, I didn't like it when she went into the whole electric jazz thing.
Yeah, no, I haven't really listened to a whole lot of that, to be honest.
Experimentation.
But I also
She come
love
out of the
the
other
blues.
side
I mean,
of
we
that.
should really mention the blues just really quickly, because both of us sort of owe a lot to the blues as well, in terms of how it makes you feel. And you know, when you're writing, sometimes you need less is more, and to learn to be succinct and stuff like that. And you can learn an awful lot from blues
for music,
artists.
you know, it's like the blues, you know, particularly the early musicians, you know, 30s, 40s, the Delta blues musicians, you know, for them music was really, I wasn't so much about, you know, fame and fortune. It was just about playing to kind of get you through the day. And you know, we've used music so much for that in our lives, and I can relate very much to that kind of idea, really. Even though blues is something that we play a bit of, the kind of approach that we use to music is very, very kind of out of that style.
Yeah.
You know, we tend to be kind of a bit rougher than most of the kind of sweeter folk acts and stuff.
You've got an edge.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Well, we're in a rock band as well. I guess that maybe comes through. Well, rock blues. I guess that kind of comes through sometimes.
Yeah, I can hear quite a lot of rock influence in your voice, particularly.
Yeah, I was thinking quite a lot of Janis Joplin inspired blues in our band. So I mean, I do kind of. I sort of tend to use the softer country edge of my voice for this act, but sometimes it leaks through.
Yeah, that's lovely. Cool. Well, we're gonna head back. Oh yeah. So you guys are getting married this year.
How did you know?
How do we know? We're just psychic. When are you getting
Reading in
married?
Hello magazine. September. We're getting married in September.
Got it all sorted, all planned.
Yeah, we're going on taking the trip from Bristol docks. Of course, we're on the docks there, and taking this beautiful white boat out to a cafe in the woods. Well, a marquee in the woods, actually.
Wow, that sounds really lovely.
Yeah, lots of
Really?
live music. Yeah, we've got that sorted. Appalachia, a good Bristol band. There's a shout out.
Appalachia, there we go. Cool. Brilliant. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank
Could
you.
we just say a minuscule words
Yeah.
about the next song, because
Yeah,
that's
of course.
it's our most sort of popular song that we do.
So this is really
In
well
Bristol.
in Bristol competition that we mentioned earlier. This was really the song that won it. And when I was younger, I had a really difficult time, and I was really lucky to be left alive. And I wrote a song as a tribute to the music that saved me. And it's a song of celebration, and it's just called music.
Yeah.
Randomly, the conversation that's going on at the minute between everybody watching is, if I didn't play music, I would probably have gone off my head by now. Music opens the mind. Everyone's like, basically, before you even said that, everyone's having that same conversation about how
That's
saves
really
you,
interesting, because we
basically.
actually run Elliot founded a music project back in Bristol, which I work for as well, called Mind Your Music, and it's music in terms of positive mental health. So it's really strange that everybody's talking about that.
Just
We're
a
obviously
quick,
giving it out.
yeah. Just a quick shout out before we go back. Hi Sarah Rapunzel, and Elliot. It's me, Samuel. Looking forward to seeing you both soon. Have a good night.
Oh, thank you, Samuel. It's our favourite pantomime dame.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4. I was living on my knees, I had nothing left to say. I had a heart like a disease, singing where the angels play. And I wanted to check out until you found me. You came dancing through the night with a sound and a song, and I was basking in your light. But I knew the past was gone, you cut straight through the doubt and tragedy. And I got music I don't need anything else. Music, take me back to myself. Now the sun may burst, the stars may collide, but I got heaven here on earth. They're living side by side. You came sailing through strife on an eagle's wing. And I'm so in love with life, heart bursting through my chest, and it goes bang, 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 and I'm blessed, blessed, blessed. I gotta pay my whole life on these 6 strings, and I got music. I don't need anything else. Music, take me back to myself. I'll be singing my song with all my life and death, the words pushing through my lungs and dancing on my breath. There ain't no businessman gonna cry me down, 'cause I'll be here on my own with a guitar in my hand and a cancer in my mind that I'll never understand. And all that I am, it won't tear me down, 'cause I got music. I don't need anything else. Music, take me back to myself. Yeah, I got music, and I don't need anything else. Music, take me back to myself. Thank you.
Okay, guys, we're going to do a bit of plugging for you, bit of promo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's start off with your debut album, Stick or Twist. Yeah, is that available?
It's available,
Yeah.
and you can get it on all the kind of usual places online: iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp. It's also on CD, baby. Our website, ElliotHallandRapunzel.com, has also got all the details of it.
You can download it from our website, actually. From the homepage on our website, there's a little download now button. I've got all these cameras. I want to. Yeah, there's a little download now button that you just click and it'll take you to Bandcamp, or on the contact page. It'll go straight to our email. If you want to buy a hard copy, that's fine. You can send us a check and we'll send one out.
Also,
It's only a £5.
CD babies also do.
Oh, that's very reasonable.
Yeah. Stu's just put all the links to everything, basically your website, Facebook, everything, on the
Excellent.
on the event page. But I think he's put it on the live in session page as well. So the links are all up there for those of you that are watching on Facebook.
Okay,
That's great.
Probably on YouTube as well somewhere.
links everywhere.
Everywhere. All in the comments below where you're typing.
Down there. Okay. This is getting a bit surreal, Helen.
We're fine with that.
Debut album. So £5. That's very,
Yeah.
very, very reasonable.
Well, it was made a couple of years ago. We're hoping to go back into the studio really soon.
Oh, brilliant.
But
It's always been
it's 14 tracks.
we're selling a lot of CDs at gigs, so
Yeah,
you're kind of
yeah, yeah.
relying a little bit on what people have got on them and stuff, you know. So yeah, it's
How many songs on that album?
14.
14. Wow.
Yeah, part of it was
Wow.
done at Bing Bong Studios in Bristol, and part of it was produced by Jim Barr from Portishead. So,
Oh, brilliant.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Brilliant.
Okay, so that's definitely worth getting, people. Okay. Right. Now we've got a gig coming up with Black Feathers.
Yeah, the Black Feathers, they're quite well known. You know, we're in our country. in
In the county.
County of Bristol. Yeah, you got it, yeah.
In the county of Bristol.
That's it.
And we're really pleased to be playing with them next Friday night. So that's Good Friday.
Brilliant.
We're playing with them upstairs in a little acoustic club called The Happening at the Lansdowne. So that's the Lansdowne, Clifton Village, Bristol. It's a bit like this really. It's sort of front room feel, fairy lights,
But
candles.
it's kind of only about
Nice.
50 tickets. It tends to sell out.
We've already
so,
sold 20. So
Oh,
you know,
right.
it's-
Okay, there you go.
So
then
if you
get
want
your
to
tickets.
get them online through
Yeah.
the website, it's got
But it's
the details
homepage of
that.
our website. It's got a ticket office on there. You can just go straight to our website and buy the tickets there. So that's the easiest thing to do.
Fantastic. And that's your next gig then?
That's the next.
Is it? I think it
Is
is.
it the next one?
That's I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what's sort of coming up after that? You don't know, do you?
We've got- we're
No
we're
idea.
kind of going off all over the
Are
country
you?
and playing and stuff. Yeah. So, but it's all on the gigs page
Yeah,
of our
it's-
website. It's got all
Right.
that kind of
There you
Our
go.
Facebook page is more up to date actually.
Okay, check
Yeah.
out the Facebook page. It's
Yeah.
all on there. It's all on there. Oh my gosh, we've got
It
loads
is.
of comments
Got
as
loads
well.
of comments.
Hang on a
yeah.
sec, let's have some comments.
So Mark says the difference in vocal styles complement well.
Oh, lovely.
John says a nice blend. I'm really enjoying this. I was in a right funk when I first logged in, so he's all cheered
Oh.
up.
That's
Grace
lovely.
says happy song. Gareth says loving this one especially. Feels like an uplifting moment in a great film.
Oh, that's really great.
And then they have a conversation about the sun and money.
How are the two things related?
Do you know what I can't believe is that Jerry Hall married Rupert Murdoch the other day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
I thought, what is this kind of some kind of like weird spoof moment on Yahoo News or something? But no, it's true.
It's true. Bizarre but true. Okay, so future plans for the band, for you guys. What's your sort of?
So we're
dreams?
hoping to make a new album really soon and
Yeah.
get to work on that. And we're just we're doing more and more stuff kind of further afield.
Yeah, we're doing more and more kind of seated audience gigs as opposed to pub gigs. We still do pub gigs, and we love some of the places where we play. And we'd always love that. We get to play our more up tempo foot tapping stuff, but we also really like doing our emotional stuff, and that works better with a seated kind of listening
Yeah.
audience. So we're playing like Taunton Sissick, so Creative Arts Centre in Taunton. We're playing there at some stage. Check the gig list. I have no idea when.
At some point.
At some point.
We've got a nice gig coming up with Nick Parker as well.
Yeah.
Again, that's another Lansdowne thing actually. That's in May. But
The
yeah, we're doing.
festivals coming up as well.
Yeah, but we're kind of doing it as a living. We're gigging quite a lot,
Yeah,
and that just flying about in the camper vans, stopping
Nice.
off. And,
Living the dream.
yeah, but we're also working teaching music in the day as well. So it's it's all
It's really
music.
It's
But
all
I would
music.
love to say it's all playing guitars and all wonderful, but it's just lugging stuff about. Really, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a massive part of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Are we
well,
going to finish with this very kind of? Are we going to
Yeah,
finish?
let's
You
finish with a
decided to
chilled
finish on this one. It's a very chilled out one.
Yeah,
This will leave people in tears. No.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's called Home.
And this was like one of my songs. The amount I do, some people are like, oh, songs of my babies, all that sort of stuff. But so many of them I kind of can't keep. But occasionally I just, remember something to sing around the house. And Sarah adopts it and takes
Yeah.
them, and she's given new life to some of these things that I've just. If they were my
Just
babies, I
discarded.
killed them. There was a reason I
Yeah.
didn't have kids.
Okay.
Slightly
On
worried.
that-
for
on that
me.
note-
I've killed the happy vibe, haven't I?
Oh, what have you done to John? Okay, guys, thank you.
I got me a few possessions. I got my eyes shut. There's no skeletons in the closet. I don't keep inside my gut. And the rain is pouring harder. The wind is at my heels. I drift from town to town. I don't touch anything that feels. So sail away, 'cause it's true, or haven't you heard? Home is just a four-letter word. Your clothes are in your suitcase, and your shoes are on your feet. But you have to drink so much more now just to keep those memories sweet. And the empty room is waiting, and the phone is by the chair. But you know there'll be no new silences, or when the silence breaks your stare. So sail away, 'cause you're free as a bird. Home is just a four-letter word.
it's getting late. The sun is sinking down. There's nothing much to do now, except find another town. And I must have seen everything except the thing I miss. Hard to carry on, time to stick or twist. And that old word home is what someone said and someone heard. Now life is just a four-letter word.
Oh, you guys are the best.
That was beautiful. That was so lovely.
Thanks for
We've
having us.
totally loved it this evening. It's been really lovely to hear your music, but to chat to you guys as well. It's been
Yeah,
really
it's
cool.
been really,
It's been
really
lovely.
nice experience for us. It's been it's
Oh,
a really
brilliant.
really nice little studio down here.
Thank you.
Are we all going to go and
come
hang
back
out
down
now?
again. So to those of you watching online, please do check out Elliot Hall and Rapunzel. Sorry, I keep missing out the hall. ElliotHallAndRapunzel.com, the website. Check out their Bandcamp. Please do buy their stuff. Go to their gigs. Those of you in Bristol and all over the country, wherever you guys are playing next. And congratulations to you two as well for your
Thank you.
coming wedding. Good luck and everything in the future. Before I do final thank yous, actually, next week, come back 8 p.m. UK time. For those of you that are not in the UK, otherwise it's just 8 o'clock. And we've got the amazing Ship's Cat with us next week, and it will be the last in the current series. We are going to be back, obviously, in May, but do come back next week for the last in the series, the Ship's Cat. So final thank yous. First of all, thank you to everybody online watching and for sending us your comments and your questions. It's always lovely chatting with you. I think we've got a few more before we go.
Just a couple to let you know. Mark Kent says some of the songs resonated with him, so keep sharing the wisdom.
Yeah.
And Gareth Tucker says sounding a bit Tom Waits there. That's a compliment, of course.
Oh,
So,
that's
yeah,
lovely.
people are really
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Is that me?
Everyone's loved it. So thank you to everybody watching online. Massive thank you to the live in session crew. Give it up for the crew.
guys.
Woo! And finally, a massive thank you to Elliot Hall and Rapunzel.
Woo!